Okay, I'm going to admit right up front that I'm a Spyderco fanboy. I do own knives from other brands, but the one thing that I love about a modern pocket knife, most of all, is a deployment hole. Okay? So, while this happens to be a Endura 4, I've owned Enduras since the early 90s, back when they used to be called Clippets. The Clippet Endura, if you guys remember, it had a plastic integrated pocket clip. And I got my first one at REI in Atlanta, I want to say in 91. So we're talking like 25, 30 years. A lot of guys online, girls too, of course, will talk about Grail knives. I'm of the mind that a Grail knife is just really the perfect knife for you. A lot of people just think it's the most expensive, unaffordable dream knife. But for me, this is the Grail knife, right? Sort of like the Indiana Jones Holy Grail, right? It was a simple, unpretentious wooden cup. That's what this knife represents to me. Now, I've often said online that this is by far the perfect knife, and of course that's completely subjective, and that's really just my personal opinion. By the way, I happen to get a new one of these every year for my birthday. That's what my wife and kids get me. So I have tons of these, and like I've said, it's been over 25 years of carrying basically the same knife. Now, is it better than a Griptillian? I mean, we could put aside all the arguments about the locking mechanism being better on the Griptillian, and maybe the Benchmade fit and finish is a little better. I don't necessarily believe all those things. Oh, there goes my dog. Go get him! Go get him! Okay, but I just want to say that for me, when you compare the two, only because they're similar in size, right? Spyderco ends up being better. Aesthetically, I think the Spyderco Endura wins. Knocking the camera stand like a pro. It's thinner. It's more narrow, right? And more importantly than anything else, depending on which model you get, most Spyderco Enduras are roughly $70, give or take $1 or $2. Regular Griptillian, probably around $115, and the G10 version, upwards of $190, I think, right? So, you could get one of these, still have plenty of money left over to buy other gear compared to that, right? And you could get two of these and still have money left over before you buy this one. This one I carried actually quite a bit. This is the second pocket clip. The original one snapped right here at the top. Benchmade came through. They have great warranty. There's certainly no question about that. And so that's why this looks like it hasn't really been carried, but indeed it's been carried quite a bit. 6 days out of 7, some kind of Endura in my pocket. But, I'm always trying to, discover new things, try new things, and always come back to the Endura, though. I will say the one area where especially this Griptillian beats the factory Endura is with this deep carry pocket clip, right? That's the standard carry clip. But of course, for $15, $20, you can get a titanium one for your Endura. So yeah, especially if you've read anything I've said on the Everyday Carry forum, not anymore, or the EDC forums that I hang out on now, I always talk highly of this knife, and I basically think you're crazy if you buy another knife. And that's all hyperbole, of course, and it's just me talking smack, because obviously everybody has their own opinions. But yeah, this thing beats the snot out of that thing, if you ask me.